Nirvana just disappeared. And it's so trippy for someone that grew up with like Nirvana and Cypress Hill, and you're like in high school in the 90s, and you don't know any better. You don't have the internet. You don't have any of that stuff. All you know is that the culture that you know is awesome. And then 10 years later, you start to see it become more and more fake. And incrementally today, it's almost like it's not even the same civilization. Only when I listen to music, I'm almost like baffled. I feel like if I play Nirvana to someone, it's almost crazy to them. It's hard to explain. So, in contrast to what's on the radio right now, I mean, who would have thought? Like, I thought, see the music I'm listening to? I thought it was going to go from here, because this is like mid-2000s, and this band was popular in the late 90s. Or, they were never popular, let me clarify that, but... I thought in 2001 that since I saw a pattern from like Cypress Hill and Nirvana and Tool, and then I started getting into this music, and it felt like innovation was increasing, and then it just stopped. And a lot of people stopped making music if they were making music. Fiona Apple's another one. But my parents watched all the Voice, and the Voice isn't actually that bad, but American Idol's pretty bad. Where everything's high pitched and linguistic, you can see like the left brain right there, and all the lyrics are very crude. It doesn't even seem like they're people to me, honestly. It's very like to see like Nirvana play their MTV set in the early 90s, and to see feel the authenticity when he like was singing, and then to hear what's happening now, it's just mind-blowing. I don't even know how to comprehend. Well, now I sort of, this is where this all started, like me trying to understand why the world changed so dramatically so quickly, to where the rug was just pulled out from underneath a lot of people in the last like 10 years, 5 years. Like I had no problems paying rent like 10 years ago. I had plenty of money. That's why it's weird. The only reason why these rent prices are so high is because we can't build anything, because there's bureaucratic constraints. But there should be no reason why we shouldn't be able to build more apartments or keep these things up to code. There's no reason why the rent should be so high to the point where the wages can't even remotely keep up with it, and that nobody's really concerned about it. Because the people in power are the boomers, and they're not concerned about it. There's even an article about how that's the boomers' retirement plan, is to like have the millennials pay rent. Well, there's another bad side to all this, is there's generational conflicts happening because these younger kids have to move back home. Even me. There's a difference in personalities, like, and there's this mentality to the boomers that they earned everything that they have. They don't see that they had more opportunities. They don't see that their generation's sitting on the younger generations, that the rents are artificially high, because in the same way that diamonds are artificially high, and even oil is priced artificially high. It's all evil. Everything that, there's so much evil that has come out of that generation, like the private prisons, for-profit prisons. Get off this song. I think that's
I talk with my mouth.
what I want to talk about.